Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Hungry Man 97. 1970 was the year that the Beatles put out their final album, the Let It Be album. And it's also a year that Topps put out their biggest set ever, had 720 cards in the 1970 Topps baseball set, released in 7 different series as usual. And some people complain that it was kind of a boring, kind of a plain looking set with that gray border. It was okay looking. It was really the first big major set that Topps had put out that did not have a Mickey Mantle in it. So that was kind of weird. But there was a lot of big names still in the set, like Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, Roberto Clemente. This was the third year for Nolan Ryan. And there was the Thurman Munson rookie card. It was kind of a big card in the set. We're going to talk about this set and its errors. We're also talking about Grunt Baseball YouTube channel. You guys got to check out for all things baseball, breakdowns, funny stuff, cool stuff, talking about the playoffs. We're coming to the World Series, and that's actually a great resource for up-to-date stuff. Also, his website, grunttalksmlb.com, is a great resource, and I like it because it has my videos hosted on there, and I appreciate that. Let's get started talking about this set. The very first series had something different going on with that one, where it didn't have the little white bar that divided the name and the position of the player. I don't know why they left it off the first series. It's not considered an error because they never came back and corrected it. But in the subsequent series, they had that white bar if space was permitting. Card number 609, Buck Martinez. Okay, so on the back of the card, it has a white circle. Well, this one's yellow because this is someone else. But it should have a yellow where it has a card number. For Bucks, it has just a white circle. Now, that's not considered an error. That's going to go under trivia because all of his cards had that white circle. Now, my sources say that there's actually 2 cards in the set that had the white circle on it for the number, but I don't know which one the second one is. So we're going to say Buck is alone on this one. Let's get started with these errors. Now, card number 9. We're going to start with this one here. This is the first series checklist where the little drawing of the guy holding the bat, that bat may or may not reach the top border of the card. Those are both easy to find, both inexpensive, not worth more than the other. Mac Jones, card number 38. This is the Fiery Palm Tree card. Now, this is kind of a cool one. So look over his right shoulder. You see that palm tree there? Is it focusing? And you see one palm tree is definitely green, but the one over here looks like it's on fire, and that's called the Fiery Palm Tree one. Just comes in different variations of it being orange. Considered a variation, not one worth more than the other. Not recognized by Beckett or anything like that. In card number 76, Carl Taylor, there's an uncorrected error where on the back it misspells the word collecting. Talks about he was collecting coins or something like that, but it looks like collecting because they left out the second C on collecting. They did not correct that. Card number 128, the second series checklist. Now on the back, it mentions card number 226, Paranosky, and they have his first initial being an R. It can have a period after it or may have no period after it. Again, just a variation, not one worth more than the other, and they're both easy to find. All right, Ted Williams, card number 211. Definitely has some card with some value. He is coaching the Washington Senators. He says he threw left, but he throws right. Third series checklist, 244. The bat on the top that the guy's holding can be either red or brown. Also just a variation. And card number 250, William McCovey. Here's my guy here. I love this card. A cool looking card. One of my favorite players. My favorite team. On the back of under 1963, it says he played for San Francisco. Well, they left the O off of San Francisco, which is really weird because all the other years are spelt correctly. They just got that one wrong for some reason. They did not come back and correct that. Brant Aaliyah, I think I'm pronouncing that correct. Card number 303. There's a variation where there is a ball or a no ball in the cartoon on the back. Looks like it should have the ball coming towards them. Fourth series checklist, card number 343. The bat on the top may be red or brown. 432, fifth series checklist. There's a variation where the word baseball can either be white or yellow letters. I don't know why they felt the need to change that, but they came back and changed the color of the letters. 542, sixth series checklist. The bat that the guy's holding in the cartoon can be either red or brown. And 588, the seventh series checklist. Now this one actually is an error they corrected. So on the back, card number 666, Adolfo is misspelt. It should be Adolfo, but they misspelled it with a PH instead of an F on it. So even though the Adolfo was definitely an error, they came back and corrected it, and there's not really one worth more than the other, so easy to get your hands on. Why is there so many checklist errors on there? Well, the thing with checklists is that whenever they release a series of cards, like the first series, for instance, they'll include the second series checklist in that, kind of like a sneak peek of what's to come. And then when the second series checklists actually come out in packs and stores, they also put the second series checklist on that sheet. So there's different variations because they're coming out at different times. All right, we got a couple more to go here. Mike Ryan, card number 591. There's an uncorrected error. He's a batter, but it shows that he's a pitcher if you look at his headers. And likewise, card number 705, the high series card, Tony Cloninger. This was an uncorrected error as well. Well, he is a pitcher, but the headers have the batting headers on it, which doesn't make sense because you'll see there's not enough columns for him. That's all the errors in the set. It's actually not a ton of them. I feel like in the 60s, they made a lot more errors, a lot of date of birth errors and whatnot. That's all for that. So pretty cool set. Did I miss any? Put them down below if you know of any else. But leave some comments. If you have any questions, I'll answer you. I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.